Last year, more than 50,000 passengers took flights from the Chippewa Valley Regional Airport. That's the first time since 2004. The airport also had the highest number of aircraft operations in the last 10 years at around 23,000. Staff with the Chippewa Valley Regional Airport say there are a few things that likely contributed to this. This was the first year of the new partnership with Sun Country Airlines, and people took advantage of the connecting flight to MSP. The seasonal nonstop flights have also been popular, going to places like Las Vegas, Orlando, and currently Fort Myers.
Demand for air travel has continued to increase since since people were sort of staying at home during COVID, and while I don't think system-wide totally back to that pre-pandemic numbers, demand for leisure travel is huge right now.
Now, the contract with the U.S. DOT that Sun Country is flying under runs through the end of November this year. Staff with the airport say they anticipate the DOT will look at rebidding that contract sometime this summer. Well, still ahead, the UW lacrosse basketball teams take on UW Stout. And up next, the president's son makes a surprise appearance before lawmakers on Capitol Hill.
First News at 9 will continue after these messages.
Feel good every Friday with First News at 9. We want to end every week on a high note with a positive story from the community or around the world. Spread positive vibes and share your feel-good story with us on WI Proud. Feel Good Fridays with First News at 9.
Forecast First is brought to you by Royal Credit Union.
Save smarter and make your 2024 resolutions count when you open a 5.15% APY 11-month certificate from Royal Credit Union. Royal's 5.15% 11-month certificate has no minimum opening balance and a locked-in rate for a guaranteed return on your investment. Open a 5.15% 11-month certificate at any Royal office or online at rcu.org/2024 certificates. Early withdrawal penalties could reduce earnings and principal. APY accurate as of 1/2/24. Insured by NCUA.
When the insurance company sees Bygoff and Rody on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygoff and Rody gets results for its clients.
Friday on News Nation. These are the Democratic presidential candidates the other networks don't want you to hear from. Join News Nation for an exclusive presidential forum as they make their case to America and take your questions. Democratic candidates Dean Phillips, Marianne Williamson, and Cenk Uygur. Join Dan Abrams live in studio.
The road to the White House starts right here.
The Presidential Forum, Friday on Dan Abrams Live, 9/8 Central, only on News Nation.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls presents Matt Stell. Don't miss this multi-platinum country artist live February 16th. Matt Stell with opening act Mason Dixon Line. $35 tickets include $15 free rewards play. Available now on Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Matt Stell February 16th at Ho-Chunk Gaming Black River Falls. Must be 21 or over to attend.
If you've been in a serious accident, you need a serious legal team. Bygoff and Rody is the Western Wisconsin powerhouse. Attorneys who won't settle for less than you deserve. Call Bygoff and Rody.
Scan this QR code to download the WI Proud app now.
A shocking appearance by Hunter Biden at a congressional hearing about possible contempt charges against him today. Chad Pergram is on Capitol Hill with the story.
Lawmakers were shocked at Hunter Biden's audacity, surfacing before the Oversight Committee after defying a subpoena for a December closed-door interview. Hunter wants a public hearing. He spoke with Fox outside the committee room.
Mr. Biden, why did you put your dad on speakerphone with your business partners if he had no involvement in your business?
Do you have a dad? Did he call you?
Yes.
Did he answer the phone?
Yes.
Okay.
But why did you need to talk to him during business meetings if he had nothing to do with your business?
The House Oversight Committee met to slap Hunter Biden with contempt of Congress after he defied a subpoena for closed-door testimony.
You are the epitome of white privilege, coming into the Oversight Committee, spitting in our face, ignoring a congressional subpoena to be deposed. What are you afraid of?
But as wild as it was for Hunter Biden to show up, it was mayhem when he left after 20 minutes.
Excuse me, Hunter. Apparently you're afraid of my words. Hunter Biden is terrified of strong conservative Republican women.
Democrats said the committee should have granted Hunter the floor.
Let him comply. Let him do it today. Let him do it tomorrow. But let the man do it.
But Republicans reminded members he was supposed to be here last month.
Never have I seen a witness show up when they want to show up on any sort of thing to say, hey, I'm here to speak on what I want to speak about. That is not how Congress works.
Hunter Biden's attorney accused the GOP of trying to advance their impeachment investigation of the president.
Republicans have sought to use him as a surrogate to attack his father, a tactic that the Republicans have repeatedly misused in their political crusade.
The full House won't vote on contempt until next week. Then it's up to the Justice Department to prosecute. The DOJ prosecuted former Trump aide Steve Bannon and Peter Navarro for contempt of Congress, but not Mark Meadows and Dan Scavino. On Capitol Hill, Chad Pergram, Fox News.
Well, another winter storm is on the way with heavy snow and significant travel impacts likely. Meteorologist Derek Dahlman has all the details coming up next in your full Foxcast.
It can be tough to plan around the weather, but your 13 First Alert weather team has you covered.
We focus on how weather will impact your plans, looking ahead at a local level.
So you know the best time for chores, when a shower won't ruin an outing, and the best time to hit the pool.
A customized forecast to help you plan your life.
No matter what Mother Nature throws your way, you'll be ready because we give you the First Alert.
Watch Morning in America, weekdays from 5 to 9 a.m. on Fox 2548.
It really ruined everything. I should have done something sooner.
Everybody hopes that this won't be a big problem. Unfortunately, basement water, it always gets worse. Don't worry, we got this.
Great. Well, let's stop her from getting in.
The effects of water can be surprising, but at Innovative Basement Authority, we'll do a complete home inspection for free, so you can put water back in its place. Schedule a free home inspection today.
Do you love pizza? Well, we have what you're looking for. Fox 2548 brings you the cheesy, flavor-packing, lip-smacking pizza cart. Stop into one of their 16 locations and enjoy a one-topping pizza. That's right, 16 locations, 16 one-topping pizzas for only $50. That's over 80% off retail value. Order your card today at wiproud.com/deals. Limited quantities of cards are sold. Do not miss out. It's a Pizza Palooza with Fox 2548 and these fine sponsors.
Hey, man. Thanks for holding my beer.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, guys. I'll be here all night. You see that?
What?
Hey, what's up? Not much.
I'm gonna need another beer. I swear, you're everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy.
At A&W, it's always a good time for a float. Date night, you'll love a float. Celebrating, you'll love a float. Craving creamy vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer in a frosty mug? You'll definitely love a float. Only at A&W.
Please check out the Fox Football Insider column by Marty Hendricks on wiproud.com.
Brought to you exclusively by 7 Winds Casino of Hayward, Wisconsin.
Scan this QR code to download the WI Proud app now.
Well, it turned out to be more of an upside-down day when it comes to our temperatures in La Crosse, being that our high actually came just after midnight last night at 33, and our low temperature coming late this afternoon at 27, which ironically enough was right around our average high, also at 27 for this time of year. Similar case at Eau Claire, their high temperature for the day at 30, their low temperature being recorded at 27, their average high right now at 23. For tonight, the cloud cover remains very much in place. We're even seeing some scattered snow showers around western Wisconsin, but for the most part, we do have those readings into the 20s, and that's the case across much of Minnesota. But you start to see this pocket of Arctic air showing up across the Dakotas, and this is just a precursor of what's to come, especially as we head into the weekend. But before we get there, we're actually tracking yet another winter storm that looks to be very impactful, not only to the Coulee region, but as it stands right now, a good part of western Wisconsin as well. I will tell you, there's still some uncertainty. Some things might change between now and in the next 24 hours, but here's what we know so far. Snow is going to develop late Thursday night, working up from south to north across western Wisconsin, similar to the storm that we saw Monday night into yesterday. And then on Friday, we are looking at periods of heavy snowfall. And this time around, the winds are going to be an issue. They're going to be rather strong out of the north and northeast. And this snow looks to be drier compared to, again, what we saw Monday night through Tuesday. So that's going to allow for more of it to blow around and perhaps even drift at times as well. The combination of that heavy snowfall, the accumulating snow, and the strong winds, of course, will lead to hazardous travel Friday into Friday night. So keep that in mind. Of course, we'll give you the latest details should anything change. And because of what we're expecting, the National Weather Service has went ahead and issued a winter storm watch for all the counties shaded in blue. This will begin at midnight tomorrow night, and that's going to continue through midnight on Saturday. So we'll see what happens, but I do anticipate a lot of counties here likely to be upgraded to a winter storm warning, given that the track does not shift further off to the south. Now, here's a first look at kind of what we're expecting as far as snow totals. Again, this too subject to change depending on the track. If you live up in the Chippewa Valley, for now, we're generally expecting between 3 and 6 inches. But for here in the Coulee region, point south and east in this dark blue, this looks to be where the heaviest snow will fall, and therefore we're projecting amounts between 6 and 10 inches. So we're going to watch that very closely, but this has the potential to be impactful once again. And here it is on our forecast model. This is the American model. This low pressure system going to take a similar track from the southern plains near and to the east of Chicago. You can see all this widespread showing up, or all this widespread snow rather showing up over Wisconsin. This is 3 o'clock Friday. This is going to continue lifting to the northeast into Friday night, still dealing with more of that snow even into Saturday. As this system slowly departs off to the north and east, we very well could see some more snow showers as we do kick off this weekend. And of course, that Arctic air going to filter in as well. For tonight, we'll dip to a low temperature of 25. Tomorrow, we make it up to a high of 28. We're at 26 on Friday, and by this weekend, boy, does it get cold. This is the coldest air that we will be seeing so far this season. While we're at a high of 16 degrees on Saturday, barely reaching above zero both Sunday and into Monday. Alex, of course, what's not shown here are the wind chill values that could be as low as 30 below at times, and that's when it becomes very dangerous.
Yep, and we'll have to see how that snowstorm develops then heading into the weekend here, Derek.
For sure, and we'll keep an eye on that over the next 24 hours.
For sure. Thanks, Derek. Well, the Packers will be hitting the road this weekend to take on the Dallas Cowboys in the playoffs. Star running back Aaron Jones talks the Pack's run to the postseason in this week's Inside the Huddle.
First News at 9 is brought to you by Menards. Save big money on all your home improvement needs.
The bag is back at Menards. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag, from household items and pet toys to power tools and even your favorite snacks. Get 15% off everything you can fit in the bag. This deal won't last long. Hurry in to get your bag and see how much you can save. Sale ends January 14th.
Save big money at Menards.
Please check out the Fox Football Insider column by Marty Hendrick on WIProud.com, Fox 2548.
Brought to you exclusively by 7 Winds Casino of Hayward, Wisconsin.
That was funny. Yeah. That's a sick bike.
Boys.
Miss Sanderson?
See you Monday.
No way.
The feet have a really big impact on how the rest of the body moves. The knees, the hips, the lower back especially. If the foot isn't properly aligned, all of these joints are going to function incorrectly. That results in a lot of muscle tension and chronic pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that the right arch supports can put the foot in its proper alignment, so all the joints up the rest of the body will be aligned properly as well. And when the body's aligned, we can reduce the risk of injury and chronic pain.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if Arch Supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners. Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Hey, lady, when is the baby coming?
Very, very soon.
Dad, what about yours?
You're gonna... Yeah, okay, well...
Main Street Living is now on Antenna TV. Sunday's broadcast begins at 10 a.m. with remastered episodes of the Emmy Award-winning Lutheran Hour Ministries' This Is the Life, followed by a locally produced worship service endorsed by the Lutheran Missouri Synod at 10:30. Find a community of worshipers on Main Street Living.
On this week's Inside the Huddle, Packers running back Aaron Jones joins the show to discuss Green Bay's return to the postseason.
Back in the playoffs after a year off. How's that feel?
It's amazing. You know, last year we were in this situation and we didn't come out on the right end of it. So to be in this situation again, come out on the right end of it is a lot of work that is put into it. And, you know, we have a lot of young guys around, so for those guys to step up in a big game as well, it was huge.
Why is this team dangerous come playoff time in your mind?
I feel like you on the offensive side of the ball, you can't just pick one guy out and be like, hey, I'm going to double this guy. We have weapons all across the board, and from multiple receivers to multiple tight ends to multiple backs. So, and then on the defensive side, they've been playing lights out the past couple games, and I feel like if we play complementary ball, we'll kind of be hard. We'll be hard to play with.
Yeah, for sure. You obviously have a tough matchup going in. Dallas, really good. I don't know how much you've seen of them or how much tape you've looked at so far. What do you know about them, at least early on, heading into that game?
You know that they're the highest scoring offense in the league. They put up a lot of points. They have a good defense over there. They have at every level they have a guy. You know, we just got to be ready to come play our game. Not so much worried about them. But yeah, as the week goes on, get to do a deeper dive into them.
Coming up next in sports, more from the Packers as they prepare for their playoff date with the Cowboys. Plus college hoop action as lacrosse takes on UW Stout tonight.
Forecast First is brought to you by Royal Credit Union.
Save smarter and make your 2024 resolutions count when you open a 5.15% APY 11-month certificate from Royal Credit Union. Royal's 5.15% 11-month certificate has no minimum opening balance and a locked-in rate for a guaranteed return on your investment. Open a 5.15% 11-month certificate at any Royal office or online at rcu.org/2024 certificates. Early withdrawal penalties could reduce earnings and principal. APY accurate as of 1/2/24. Insured by NCUA.
When the insurance company sees Bygoff and Rohde on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygoff and Rohde gets results for its clients.
Imagine the sheer joy of relaxing, easing those aching muscles, melting away stress, and creating unforgettable moments with family and friends. Bullfrog Spas offers a completely customizable hot tub experience with an interchangeable massage jetpack therapy system. Bullfrog Spas redefine efficiency, boasting a powerful and energy-efficient design that reduces plumbing by up to 90%. Built to last, the 100% wood-free and Duraframe ensures durability and reliability for years to come. Stop in today to Sebastopools and Spas.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
It's not an I thing, Dad. It's a we thing.
Yeah, but I ordered it online. I did the taking. I did the baking.
There's no I in team, honey.
There is an I in pizza.
Right now, get a large 2-topping take and bake pizza for just $10.99. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
Such a great deal.
Order now at papamurphys.com.
If you've been in a serious accident, you need a serious legal team. Bygoff and Rohde is the Western Wisconsin powerhouse. Attorneys who won't settle for less than you deserve. Call Bygoff and Rohde.
Tonight, UWL lacrosse basketball in conference action against UW Stout. The men hosting the Blue Devils while the women on the road in Menominee. Let's pick up the women's game. Late in the second half, lacrosse leading 61-56. Off the missed free throw for Stout. Lexi Wagner gets the tip, fires it, and the three is good. Cuts the lead down to 61-59. Back comes lacrosse. Paige Schumann drives on in, gets it up, and gets it to go. Lacrosse up 63-59. Stout back. Lexi Wagner, she delivers the three-pointer, and it's true. Stout down by just one, but lacrosse just too tough. Lauren Milne, she too drives in, gets it to go, and lacrosse handing the Blue Devils their second straight loss, 67-62. To those men's side, lacrosse hosting the Blue Devils. Let's go to the second and first half. Torn Hannah gonna get this one baseline up and in. Lacrosse leads 17-7. Blue Devils trying to battle back, and it's Brody Fox cutting to the basket, cutting the lead at 22-9. But more lacrosse. Sam Grieger, he drives into the lane. Little hesitation move off the glass, gets in, make it 33-20 lacrosse. Second half, Stout's Brody Fox, another basket from him. He dunks it home, cuts the lead to 9. But lacrosse stays in control as Dustin DeRosso hits the three-pointer. Lacrosse getting the victory, 77-69.